All right, here we go. This one's going to be a 9mm test. We have a bunch of plus P rounds today. So this one's basically going to be a versus, or what would be the best carry round for your subcompact micro 9. So we do have our 124 grain Speer Gold Dot plus P, our 124 grain Federal HST plus P. We also have the Hornady Critical Duty. This one is 124 grain plus P. So I'll give you guys a quick shot of each one. There is that gold dot. They are all nickel plated brass. Got our HST. Nice wide hollow point cavity on that one. Nice shiny brass on that one. And our critical duty. That one does have that polymer rubber tip down in that hollow point cavity. And the Speer Gold Dot is rated at 1220 feet per second. The HST is rated at 1200, and the critical duty is rated at 1175 feet per second. Of course, that is a little bit longer barrels, and we're going to be going out of the short barrel today, so we'll see how it does. So we'll be going through our gel. That is a 10% block. Do have our jug backstop just in case we get those pass-throughs, and our 4 layers of cotton t-shirt on the front. We will set our chronograph up so we can hopefully get those impact velocities, and we'll see how all these rounds stack up against each other. So first one will be that Speer Gold Dot. Here we go. All right, we're stepping back to 15 feet. All right, let's see how we did on that one. So our impact velocity on that was 1162. So that's actually pretty good out of that short barrel. Not too bad at all. All right, let's see how we did. So we do have a leaker, so we definitely made it through. I did already check because that round I saw it right after I shot that it did hit the ground. So let's see if we can get a measurement on this one. So it looks like it made it all the way over the very edge of this block. We're right at 1 3/4 inches. So definitely pretty good. Nice big star pattern on that one. So let's check it out from the side. So it's actually looking really good. Looks like as soon as it came in, it started opening up really nicely. Got a nice stretch cavity on that. It looks like it carried through pretty much the whole way. It kind of settled down right at the very end, but still some nice cuts even at the very end. So definitely really good to see. So let's see what kind of measurement we get from the side. So we are right at just shy of 2 inches on that one. So that's actually a pretty good stretch cavity. I was pretty surprised at the velocity we got too, just because it is a super short barrel. I forgot to mention that it is a 3-inch, but not too bad at all. So now we're going to set up for that HST and see how that one does. Forgot to mention also, we did go through the block, through the first jug, and it did bounce off this second one and land over here on the ground, but we were able to find that round. So here we go. All right, we're stepping back to 15 feet. All right, let's see how we did on that one. Looks like we got a pretty decent hit. And our impact velocity on that was 1116. So a little bit lower, but still not too bad at all. All right, let's see what happens. So this one is a leaker too, so we definitely made it through at least to that first jug. But we got a nice entry on that, pretty big star pattern. So looking good so far. Let's check it out from the top. Looking really good. Nice wide cuts going all the way through. We can kind of compare it now to that Gold Dot. The Gold Dot is on the right, HST is on the left, but both really good stretch cavities on that. So let's see what kind of measurement we got on that one at the widest point. So that one is right at 2 inches. So about the same as this Gold Dot. This Gold Dot does have a little bit more distinct kind of spiral cuts going through it. So it's actually really cool to see. So let's see how it looks from the side. So hopefully you guys can see this. but it looks like as soon as it came in, it opened up just like that last one, and got a really nice stretch cavity on that one also. It does look like it carried through pretty much the whole way until about that last, I'd say, ½ inch, and then it did start to settle down a little bit, but definitely a nice wound channel on that one. So very good to see. Let's see, I forgot to measure the side. So from the side, we are at 1 3/4 inches. So like always, we do have a little bit bigger stretch cavity from the top. So definitely good. So let's set up for this last one. It is that critical duty, and see how that one does. All right, we're still back to 15 feet. All right, let's see how that one did. So our impact velocity on that was 1132. So it's actually really good too. So let's see if we're able to make this shot and sneak it in there. All right, so here's that impact on that one. Looks like we were able to get it right there in the center. So definitely good to see. Nice star pattern down in that one. So let's see what the measurements are from the side. All right, check that one out. That one did really good too. Looks like as soon as that one came in, started opening up just like the rest of them, about 1/4 inch in. Got a nice wide stretch cavity pretty much all the way through. This one does look like it settled down a little bit quicker than the other, or it didn't carry through all the way like the other ones. About the last 1.5 inches, it did start to settle down quite a bit, but still a really good stretch cavity throughout there. And this one did make it through the first jug, through the second, and into that third one. We did hit it, you know, right where that water level was on this one, so we didn't hit too much water. This one completely missed the water because it was leaking, so I had it on the side, and then it went into that one. So kind of expected for penetration because it is it's kind of what it's made for, but still a really good performance on that one. So what we'll do is we'll lay this block flat so we can hopefully get a little bit better picture of those tracks, and then we'll compare all the rounds. Sorry guys, I forgot to measure that one. Actually, we were just shy of 2.5 inches. So that one actually did really well. I got a bigger stretch cavity than both the other ones. So let's see how they look. So nice stretch cavities on all of them. That was definitely a fun one to try to get 3 shots in this block. And we were able to do it. So the one on the right is the Gold Dot, one on the very left is the HST, and the one right down the middle is that critical duty. So like I said, we measured this one, we were just shy of 2.5 inches. So definitely really good looking track on that one. So here is that Gold Dot. As soon as we came in, opened up really nicely. Got some really nice spiral cuts throughout there, real tight. Definitely see the rifling going through all that. And it did start to settle down right there at the very end. So really good stuff. Then our HST, same thing. This one looks like it started to open up just a little bit later than that Gold Dot, but we came in, got those real nice spiral cuts through this one. They're not as I don't know how to say, like tight. I guess the rifling maybe wasn't, I don't know, as fast, but they weren't cutting as quickly as that Gold Dot was. And that one did start to settle down right there about that last inch mark. And the one right in the center was the critical duty. That one opened up really quickly also, about the first 1/4 inch opened up. And this one doesn't have too much of a spiral cut. It just kind of went in and blew up in there. And you can definitely tell a difference. And this one did settle down a little bit quicker than the rest in there. So we dumped our energy a little bit quicker. But those are some really nice stretch cavities on all of those. Very good to see. Hopefully you guys can tell the difference. So let's check those rounds out. All right, check these things out. They all did really, really good. Got really nice expansion on every single one of them. So the one on the very right, the Gold Dot, one on the very left, HST, one in the center is that critical duty. And we were actually able to catch that little polymer tip also. So here's that Gold Dot. Got that picture perfect uniform expansion. You can see that trademark signature Gold Dot down in there. Got some real nice pillback on that one. But picture perfect expansion for that Speer. So definitely good to see. Then we have our HST. That one was up next. Same thing on this one. Really nice pillback on that. Real good flowering, mushrooming. Peel those petals back really nicely. And same thing as that last one. Nice uniform expansion on that. This one definitely is a little bit sharper than that Gold Dot. And last but not least, we do have our critical duty. That one did great also. Really nice penetration and expansion on that one. Very uniform. Shaking it up. Sorry, guys. But very uniform expansion on that. Nice picture perfect, just like the rest of them. So they all did really good. There is that little polymer tip also. So we'll check them out from the bottom. So you can kind of see the size differences in those. Looks like that HST is definitely the biggest, then the Speer, then the Hornady. But they all did really, really good. So I wouldn't hesitate to carry any of them. I usually don't carry a 9, but whenever I do carry, but I figured we'd do this test just to show you guys the differences with that super short barrel. They all seem to do great. So there we go. That was Speer Gold Dot versus HST versus critical duty, all 124 grain plus P. There we go. All right, here's that cross section for that Gold Dot. Looking pretty good so far. Looks like we got some nice good splits and cuts down in there. Really nice star pattern. So definitely really good to see. So let's cut this thing open. All right, and here's the right side. This top one is the left side. So as you can see, as soon as it came in, about a 1/4 inch in, it started opening up really nicely. Got a huge stretch cavity throughout this whole little chunk. Nice and wide. Got some really deep cuts down in there. Right there, you can really tell what's going on. Got some nasty stuff. Same on this top side. As soon as it came in, it opened up really quickly. This side has a little bit of that cotton t-shirt that it drug in. Got some nice deep cuts. Same thing on the second half. You can see that nice stretch cavity all the way through. So definitely really good to see for that Gold Dot and that short barrel. All right, and here's that HST cross section. Same thing on this one. Looks like some nice cuts down in there. Really big cuts, nice spiral pattern throughout this whole thing. Same thing on this side. Both looking really good, so good to see for that one. So let's cut it open. All right, here's after cutting. This one is the right side, this one is the left side. So same thing as that Gold Dot. This one came in really quickly too, opened up. This one drug in a ton of that cotton t-shirt. And we got some really nasty cuts down in there. Probably a little bit more noticeable than that Gold Dot, but definitely drug in a bunch, even way out to here, but there's a really nice stretch. So that is very cool to see. Here is that left side, same thing. You can see right down in there, pretty deep. Came in, opened up really nice, and tons more of that fabric. And nice deep cuts down in there. Dumping a lot of that cotton. So that HST was doing some pretty good damage as well. There we go. All right, here is that critical duty cross section. This one's looking really good too. This one had the most damage out of all of them, which is pretty surprising, but really nasty looking cuts right there. Really wide too. Same thing on this side. Nice splits all the way through that gel. So let's cut this one open. All right, and this is after being cut. This bottom one is the right side. This top one is the left side. So you can see right here, as soon as it came in, a little bit more distinct than the others. Opened up, came in, pretty much parachuted open. And then you can see that nice stretch cavity throughout the whole thing. And that's right at about 1/4 inch. So opened up very soon. And this one has a lot of damage. A lot of that cotton t-shirt did get drug in here too. Usually when I do carry that short barrel, that's usually what I have it loaded with. Is that 124 critical duty. So definitely a pretty nasty round for sure. Right there you can really tell too. Came in, opened up, and nice big stretch all the way through. But there is a lot of damage to that gel. It's kind of hard to open it up here, but really big stretch, and a lot of that cotton t-shirt in there. But very good to see all that damage, especially on that short barrel. There we go. That was a GX4, 124 grains, all 3 of them, plus P.